YouTube. This is my first video. It's a battle against Sam. Considering it's my first video, there's going to be a lot of spots where I either mess up or I just don't know what to say. So here's my lead. It's Excelgor, fastest Pokemon in the game, almost. And he sends out Infernape. I pretty much assume that my Excelgor is dead. Plus, I notice he doesn't really have anything that's like weak against Bug or fighting, so I automatically assume that he's fodder. He ends up close combating anyway, so I'm actually going to get 2 layers of spikes up instead of just 1. So I throw up another layer of spikes. I know he's going to kill him with a fire move this time. And to that, I'm going to switch out to my Suicune. One of those awkward pauses I told you about. So here my Suicune is, he's gonna, I can't talk. I know my Suicune isn't gonna die from anything he can do, so I go ahead and Scald, because I know it'll kill him. And now, especially since he's at Special Defense -1, plus Rocky Helmet, I know for sure it'll kill him. And he stayed in and took it and died. Into this, he brings out an Electivire. And since I know the Electivire is going to do an electric move, I switch out to Golurk. He's so awesome. By far one of my favorite Pokemon from the 5th generation. So he takes that T-Bolt and says, nope, because I'm ground type. And then I just go for a sub, even though I'm knowing I'm slower. I'm fairly certain I can take anything an Electivire has. So I just sub up. And here I decide to go for Earthquake, because it's a stab Earthquake. Probably take Electivire out. So he switches out to Swampert. He gets hit by the 2 layers of spikes, and then by my stab Earthquake. So I still do quite a bit of damage. And since I have the sub up, I'm just like, you know what, I'll get a free Earthquake out of this. Maybe kill with Swampert. So he Scalds to get rid of my sub. And then I Earthquake, taking him down to almost dead. And I'm like, okay, I know I'm slower. If I stay in, he's dead. So I switch him out to Zoroark, because I know Zoroark can pretty much take just about anything Swampert has to deal. Plus, I knew he was going to do Scald because my Golurk was in. So now he knows it's Zoroark, and I get a burn. But I know, I'm fairly certain my Zoroark is faster, because I do have some speed put into him. So I just Shadow Ball for the kill. And to that he brings out Scizor. And considering I'm fairly low health, I'm pretty sure that Scizor is going to do a priority move to kill me. So I just let it happen. Which is probably a bad move. I probably could have switched to Lucario right now. He would have taken almost nothing from that Bullet Punch. But then he probably would have died next turn if he stayed in. So, yeah. So I close combat, because I'm fairly certain, once again, I'm faster. I don't kill it, which I didn't really expect it to either. And then he does Superpower, which I kind of expected my Lucario to die here. Probably could have switched out to Golurk so he didn't take damage, but didn't really mind Lucario dying. My team has plenty of answers for his, from what I saw. So he's almost dead, so I bring in my my Tyranitar, to which I know he's going to do a fighting move, so I'm going to immediately switch out to Golurk again. And even if he did predict the switch, I don't think that Scizor has anything that would threaten my Golurk, even though he's barely above half. But he tries to do superpower anyway, so my Golurk's like, nope, I'm also Ghost. Again. So I heal up a little bit more. And at this point, I'm like, he can't do anything to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and Earthquake. And he Sword Dances, which kind of confuses me. I guess he was kind of be like, okay, I might as well make sure I can kill him, because he's probably going to sub up. But I don't. I just go straight for the Earthquake, because I know he can't kill me, so I'm either going to kill his Scizor or something else, or going to do a lot of damage to something coming in. So, I kill his Scizor. And then he brings in his Suicune. And I notice it's not pressure, so I know my Suicune can pressure stall it out. So I switched to my Suicune, and I guess he didn't predict me to switch out, so he just Scalds. Which my Suicune takes no problem. Does around 14 damage or so. So that'll be relevant later on. So we both basically just Calm Mind up +6 here. Or, well, close enough. We each do Calm Mind. He does it 5 times and then rests. And then when he rests, I go ahead and Calm Mind again. Maybe he Scalds. I don't know, we'll have to wait and find out. This is that part where I have no idea what to say. Like, I'm just Calm Minding because he's Calm Minding. Plus, it's giving me the ability to, if he decides to switch out, then I'm just going to wreck whatever comes in, pretty much. And his Electivire, I just saw, all it has is T-Bolt and Earthquake. And since Earthquake isn't stab, my Suicune is going to take it just fine. And then once I'm already +3 special defense, so I'm not really threatened by his Thunderbolt either. So I'm just like, whatever, I'll Calm Mind all the way up to +6. Gotta love the stalling. So here I'm still like, there's nothing he can do to kill me, so I might as well get one more Calm Mind up before I go at it with him, because I know I've got one more in me. And he decides to rest instead of taking the 6th Calm Mind, which is alright, but I mean, he's above half health, so I don't really know. Like, there's nothing, since we're both, we're basically even, so there's nothing my guy could have that could kill him. Maybe HP Grass, I don't know. HP Electric, I'm not sure. I don't think there's anything I could have done to kill him there, but so I go up to 6. He did have a Chesto Berry, so I guess it's not too bad. But then he Scalds me. I'm actually 1 stage ahead of him, so I know I'll live it just fine. So I rest up. So now I'm 1 stage ahead of him, and I'm full health. The only problem is I don't have a Chesto Berry and I don't have Sleep Talk. So there's nothing I can do. I'm just going to have to sit here for 2 turns. But being at +6, he's going to have to Calm Mind one more to even tie me, and even then he can't damage me. So he goes ahead and switches out. And like I said, his Electivire, he has an Earthquake that's non-stab that I know I can take 2 hits just fine. And then he's got the Thunderbolt, and I'm at +6 special defense. So I know that isn't going to do diddly squat. So he hits me with the Thunderbolt anyway, and like I said, it doesn't do anything. Just, I'm not sure if he just, stopped caring. I don't know, maybe he thought his attack would be better anyway. So then he goes for Earthquake, which I still take just fine, because, like I said, it's not stab. And here I wake up and I Scald because I'm at +6 special attack. I'm pretty much guaranteed to take him out. And I do. It was a crit, but I don't think it was necessarily needed. I think I would have killed him either way. So he brings back in his Suicune for whatever reason, because I'm at +6 now. There's not really a whole lot he can do. He Scalds me, and that takes me down a little bit. Now, I Scald him because at first, when I didn't see the pressure, I didn't know what his Dream World ability was. I didn't know it was Water Absorb, so I heal him up on accident. But considering I'm at +6 and he's at normal, I'm not really that threatened. So he Scalds again, which doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, but I think it burns me here, which is, like, it's not that big a deal because I'm not a physical attacker, but the damage kind of hurts in this next, like, it makes me iffy on whether to rest that last turn or this turn. Or, well, since I Ice Beamed, I couldn't have rested. But it makes it, right here, it's like, I don't know if I live and rest. But I figured you either switch or use Scald. And before I knew Scald only did about 14 damage, so I go ahead and rest. Get rid of the burn, go back up to full health, and I'm still +6. So I'm still sitting just fine. He's almost half health, and he no longer has his Chesto Berry, which means if he rests, he's probably a Sleep Talker since he hasn't used anything besides Calm Mind, Rest, and Scald. So he probably has Sleep Talk as his last move. But he knows there's no way he's going to kill my Suicune before he runs out of PP, so he just goes ahead and switches to his Heracross, which I'm still like, he can't do anything to my guy. Or no, I switched out too because I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to kill his dude with my Suicune. So I switch out because I figure he would switch out because he can't do anything but run out of PP and struggle. And when he sends out Heracross to my T-Tar, I'm like, okay, he's going to do a fighting move. Time for Golurk to just, like, pound some face in again. Here I figure he's probably got nothing, maybe another non-stab Earthquake, but he withdraws it anyway and sends out his Suicune again. I think I decided to sub up because he didn't have anything that could kill me. Or maybe, I tried to do Earthquake because I knew if he didn't have anything, he'd switch out and it would kill his Suicune. And if he did attack me, I would still do a lot of damage, and I still have my Suicune, which is at full health, and can take physical attacks, and I've got my, and I think I still have my T-Tar, who's almost full health too. So here he Earthquakes, which I know I can take, because I took Electivire's Earthquake just fine. So I go ahead and Earthquake, seeing him there, I'm like, whatever, I'm going to Earthquake, because it's stab, it's going to do good damage. He barely lives. He's going to Earthquake again, and that's going to leave me with 3 HP, and then I'm going to Earthquake him back for game. It was an awesome game. We're both kind of new players, and like I said, this is my first video, so I know it was kind of awkward. Probably wasn't so great. So you guys can just leave me comments, advice, whatnot. Thanks for watching. See you.